taking his fight to Tupelo.
The word impeachment, to me, it's a dirty word.
In his first rally after Democratic lawmakers moved forward on impeachment, the president called the inquiry an attack on democracy itself.
Yesterday, the Democrats voted to potentially nullify the votes of 63 million Americans, disgracing themselves and bringing shame upon the House of Representatives.
Laying out his own defense by mocking Joe Biden.
I got a guy named Sleepy Joe Biden. How do I beat him?
And making a joke of the allegation that he pressured Ukraine for his own political gain.
Gee, I guess there's only one way. Let's call up Ukraine for help.
New in the impeachment inquiry, Energy Secretary Rick Perry will defy House Democrats. A spokeswoman says the secretary will not partake in a secret Star Chamber inquisition where agency counsel is forbidden. In another development, NBC News confirms that White House aide Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman told lawmakers he was instructed by National Security Council lawyer John Eisenberg not to discuss his concerns about the president's Ukraine call with anyone. Eisenberg is due to testify Monday. Meanwhile, Friday at the White House, the New York-born and New York-made president explained his surprise announcement that he switched his legal residence to Palm Beach, Florida.
I pay millions of taxes, millions and millions of dollars in New York, and they've never treated me, since I became president, they just haven't treated, I think, the office with the kind of respect